Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jake. Outage Speaks here. Wait, let me try again. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Insert quirky and cool intro that either rouses the audience with hilarity or confusion. Jesus fucking Christ. My intros always shit the fucking bed. Anyways, today I'll be talking about roguelikes. Roguelikes. This genre is quite hard to summarize in few words, due to what it looks like on the surface, compared to its intricate gameplay. Simple yet complex, little game, big content, looks easy, difficult as a nun. The Rogue formula has produced top-tier games such as Binding of Isaac, Crypt of the Necrodancer, and Risk of Rain, all three of these games being masterpieces in their own right. Before we go on, I would like to discuss the history behind roguelikes, more specifically, how the genre got its name. In order to do this, we must transport back to the time where every other game was either a shitty movie spin-off or a fucking 4-bit rendition of Geometry Dash. Yeah, Rogue naturally looked and played like a diabetic pancreas since it was on the Atari 2600, however the game airs dungeon-esque enough visuals so you can at least discern what you're running through. And yes, the genre gets its name from Rogue, as well as the dungeon crawler coin term is said to have stemmed from Rogue 2. Now with the history out of the way, let's get on to some good examples of roguelikes. One game that appears to be Little Mouseian, but in reality revels in big manery, is of course Binding of Isaac Rebirth. No, wait, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Actually, it's the slightly less known Steam gem, Death State. Death State is the only game where I can play as a priest with one hand and jack off to Mia Khalifa with the other. This roguelike wins little mouse points through its masterfully done single-stick shooter system alone, which means computer-decided shooting. Although some may feel disenfranchised by its uncontrolled shooting, Death State's merciless bullet hell atmosphere feels a little bit more like a brisk ass fingering rather than an anal penetration due to not having to worry about shitty aiming controls. Death State shows its complexity through its varying characters, power-ups, potions, and sidekicks, all of which have different stats respectively. Due to the randomization of such items, and you usually not knowing what each item does, you must alter your strategy throughout each playthrough. You pick up a Star Child fetus thing, go ahead and summon Star Child Cthulhu. You don't have any power-ups? I suggest you don't press that skull thing unless you enjoy being subject to digital monster BDSM, which in fact I know some of you are into. All in all, Death State's modest gameplay, coupled with its plethora of content, this represents a well-done roguelike experience. Next on the list is the only game where I can play as a grandma who had just too much to drink on New Year's Eve, Crypt of the Necrodancer. Most roguelikes are simple in nature, however most of them can't claim to be inherently unique. Crypt of the Necrodancer remains under the umbrella of a simple roguelike formula, yet it employs a noteworthy example of how games should be. Creatively done, but still staying close to their intended genre. Yeah, this game's environment is a nothing special dungeon crawler, but who can argue against the dancing mechanic? To put it simply, Crypt of the Necrodancer is just plain fun, like how every game should be. Plus, there are few roguelikes and games in general, speaking of the past few years, who have succeeded in the same way like Crypt of the Necrodancer has. Before we go on, I would like to petition for Dance Dance Revolution pads being compatible with this game. Or perhaps, is that a little too homosexual for our crowd? Alright guys, we are finally through with this shitstorm of Outage Couch Speaks. But who can talk about roguelikes without mentioning game difficulty? Enter the Gungeon takes the idea of a permadeath to the next level without its unfair display of intense ball breakage. Even fucking Hodot, yes I said it, fucking Hodot, who has beaten the Dark Souls series and claims not to be a bitch, is stymied by this bullet hell dungeon crawler. Yes, Enter the Gungeon is really fucking hard, but it isn't unjustifiably so. At least in Enter the Gungeon, the road to castration is different every time, and the shit you face on the journey is varying enough to add excitement to your impending doom. Yeah, you might get banged by the first boss your first 20 times, but you'll get to experiment with the alphabet gun at some point. Put it bluntly, you will enjoy this game barring that you aren't a fucking bitch. So if you aren't scared of snorting Flintstones chewable vitamins, I suggest you hop on Enter the Gungeon. Oh, shit. Well, that's it for my Outage Speaks. I don't do outros, so, shit. Here's an awkward goodbye, I guess. I mean, Hodot just in the fucking video. It's over, right? Hodot, god fucking damn it.